I'm not going to pretend that I understand what compels anyone to feel like their life is valueless. Even if they're terminally ill, all life has value. I don't know what it's like to be told that no matter what I do, and no matter what cures I may try, I'm still gonna die. And I don't know what it's like to ever feel like the greatest thing I will ever become is a statistic in a medical paper. I was raised to believe that all life is precious, particularly that of humans. Animals, yeah, they're cool, but humans, we were, quote unquote, a gift from God. And to purposefully kill someone or yourself just goes entirely against any kind of belief and value in human life. Physician-assisted suicide is morally wrong in that when a physician agrees to end someone's life, they're telling that patient, yes, your life has no point. Sure, it's fine. Yeah, you can go ahead and die. The world will be better off anyway. That's not what they're there for. They're there to make you feel better. And I fail to see how anyone can ever be okay with someone telling you, yeah, sure, you want to die? Go ahead, I'll help you do it. I don't see why that's great at all. It does go against the Hippocratic Oath, because the Hippocratic Oath, which, yes, is an ethical code, but would any of us really want to go to a physician that doesn't have an ethical code, that doesn't have some kind of standard that they set themselves to? I'm pretty sure none of us in this room would want that at all. The Hippocratic Oath clearly states that the modern version, at least, which is what all doctors, well, majority of them actually, agree to, is that I will apply for the benefit of the sick all measures that are required, avoiding those twin traps of overtreatment and therapeutic nihilism. Giving a patient the means to end their life is overtreatment. Therapeutic nihilism is skepticism regarding the worth of therapeutic agents. So when you give someone a drug that's going to kill them, you're showing, oh, no, we don't have any faith in any of our practices. So here, take this drug, you'll die, just like you. And death is definitely not required. It's not a required treatment at all. No one has a duty to die. And a right to die quickly becomes a duty to die. Because any right will eventually be seen as a duty. The right to vote. We all see that as, we all have that right to vote, yes. Many Americans nowadays see that as a duty to vote. Oh, you're not American if you don't vote. You aren't adhering to the principles of democracy if you don't vote. In America, you're not even considered dutiful to a cause, and you're not considered supportive if you don't speak out for that cause. You don't promote that cause. Parties, political parties. You're not considered a very good Republican if you don't promote that party. You're not a very good Democrat if you don't vote this way. And honestly, I don't believe that any disease is really incurable, because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know if tomorrow there's going to be a cure for AIDS. We don't know if tomorrow there's going to be a cure for ALS. We don't know any of that. We just don't know. In countries where this ethically corrupt action is legal, there have been problems with doctors falsifying death certificates, and there have even been instances where they didn't even know if the patients wanted to die. I mean, like the Terry Schiavo case. Terry was a woman who became a vegetable, in essence. She lived for a couple years. Her husband declared bankruptcy. He was the one footing the bills. One day he decided he wanted to get married to someone else. Bye-bye, Terry. At the International Symposium on Euthanism and Assisted Suicide, Dr. Margaret Cottle, a palliative care physician and instructor from the University of British Columbia in Canada, had this to say: when a patient says, "Help me, doctor," they are assuming that the doctor is on the side of their life. The doctor needs to have a degree of humility and remember their Hippocratic oath that they should use no medications to cause death, even when asked. Later during the symposium, she also had this to add: many say that the Oregon law has careful safeguards, and there is no pressure on vulnerable persons to end their life. The fact that people in Oregon are carrying around cards that say, "Do not euthanize me," shows that they feel under pressure to die. The job of physicians is to diagnose the patient's illness and treat the sickness, not to kill the bearer. When a person is hopelessly sick, they lose value in their life because they know that they are due to die. They are given a timeline. Realistically, we're all going to die. Sorry. Every breath we take, every second we are in this classroom, this school, this country, this universe, we are dying. From the moment our spark of life begins, our bodies start to deteriorate. We grow closer and closer to death. And thus, we're all terminal. No matter what we do, we're all going to die. And all stages of our life are steps towards death. But that doesn't mean that our lives aren't valuable. Does that mean that we should see our lives as worthless? No, of course not. Does that mean that our doctors, whose purpose is to protect our bodies, should instead destroy them upon request? No. In short, physician-assisted suicide is a horrific display of how fear and loss of hope blinds people against the better judgment and desire for life.